Well, hello everybody. I am just doing a quick video here. I'm not just going to talk about AdVenture Capitalist, which is the game that you are currently seeing. I just wanted to do a little bit of a channel and site update real quick. First of all, I do apologize if the video happens to cut out and it seems like it's missing a gap. I'm not actually doing this at home right now, so I might have to step away for a few moments. But otherwise, first of all, I will talk about this game. This is AdVenture Capitalist. It's kind of like Cookie Clicker, if you've ever seen it. That game really just spawned this whole thing of clickbait games, as I like to call them. And that's basically what they are. You just constantly click until you reach a certain goal. And in this one, you need to, unlike Cookie Clicker, where you had to get a certain amount of grand miles to basically take over the world, in this one, you need to get as much money as you can to rule the world. It was developed by Hippo Games, as you hopefully saw in the very beginning. It was also published by them. It's a free-to-play game. I found it on Steam, and I have been hooked ever since. And by that I mean I have put in 133 hours, according to my Steam account, in this one game. Now, a lot of that has just been the game sitting here doing nothing while I was playing in the background while I did pretty much nothing. And that's the thing. That's the glorious thing about this one. This one actually runs in the background. You don't have to worry about anything. Or you can just close it all together, and the game continues to build everything while you're not sitting here. I recently was also into the game Make It Rain, and that was one of my biggest gripes about that. It would allow you to accumulate money while you're not playing, while the game is shut down, but you had to buy a bucket for the money to go into, and you had to constantly upgrade it, and it was just so much of a hassle. Plus, a lot of those achievements didn't unlock for the Windows Phone version, so that also was a major buzzkill for me. I was hooked on that game. I loved it. And then I just gave up, and I came across AdVenture Capitalist one day, and lo and behold, I'm 133 hours plus. I'm not even counting half the time that it was just running when I wasn't even playing it. It got to the point where I was the only one playing it for a good couple of weeks, and then 2-3 weeks later, I started noticing some of my friends playing it. And I literally was just asking, hey, why are you guys playing this? Did it seem interesting to you? And they literally just said, you've put so much time into this, I wanted to see what the hell this game was. Well, prepare for hell. And sure enough, every single one of them, it's the same thing. Oh, it's infectious, I can't stop playing it. There's absolutely no point to it, but I can't stop playing it. And that's basically what my fiance has to say about it too. Every time she catches me playing this, always yells at me, game that does nothing. Game that does nothing. And yeah, it basically doesn't do anything. You basically can just sit here, as you can see, I'm racking up money, and all I'm doing is nothing. The mouse has not moved. There, the mouse has moved. I've done nothing. But again, I'm 133 hours into this. I've gotten pretty much everything that I possibly can. The game does come with achievements on Steam, and there's only one left that I need. And I thought last week I'd have everything done, but lo and behold, I haven't. And I'm not 100% certain on how it unlocks, but it has to deal with, the description says unlock everything. So I'm assuming it is this, unlock everything. And the unlocks have to do with how many of a certain thing that you own. As you can see, I am damn near there. But I'm at the point where I need to get more investors to earn more money. And that's the whole point. You start clicking, you earn investors. Investors are here, they're angel investors. And the more investors you get, the more upgrades you can get from the angel upgrades. This is something new they added, buy as many safe upgrades as you can. That used to just be buy all. So you really had to monitor how many angel upgrades you had. The angel upgrades, you can't see it here because I've already got pretty much everything from it, but angel upgrades affect everything here. Same with cash upgrades. You can see right here, for 500, I can get a donut shop profit of ×4. But all that's really left at this point is for me to just rack up money and get all profits multiplied. That's about where I stand. If I wanted to, I could just go and buy gold, which would add multipliers, and I can keep the investors and skip a reset. I could jump ahead one day. I could jump ahead 7 days, bring in extra money that way, and maybe try and unlock everything that way. But it's pointless to me. Why bother when you could just not do anything and the game accumulates money, you know? So there's that. I got all the managers. The managers essentially do all the clicking for you. You don't have to do anything with a manager. When you buy one, they basically run the operation. Lemonade stand, newspaper, car wash, pizza place, donut shop, shrimp boat, what is it, hockey team, hockey rink, something like that, film company. This is a bank. It doesn't quite look it outside of the money symbols, but this is a bank. And this is an oil company. So here's the goal. Unlock everything. Get all the money. And this is another thing that you can unlock with the upgrades. But you can go buy 1, 10, 100, or just buy max, which is what I'm doing at this run. I used to get everything up to a 0 and then just go 100 from there, but I'm at the point where I could care less at this point. I just want to get this done. You reach a certain amount. One of the unlocks over here, one of the goals, you reach a certain amount with that, you unlock something. I'll show you this real quick. 34. Oh, that was 34. I thought I had 4 more to go. That's basically what you want to do there. I'll do that real quick. I have this many. Cash upgrade. I need 250 quadrillion, however you say it. This. I need to get 250 of this, basically. Okay, so that's really the rule of thumb with this game, is to just continue buying until you have a max amount of everything. Something else that they recently introduced, because this game has been out there for so long, you're pretty much done at this point. You've gotten pretty much near the end, which is where I'm at. I started day damn 1, so I've been working furiously at this game. Mission control. And this is something new. It allows you to go to the moon. So this is where I'm going to show you about the angel investors real quick. And see, I haven't been to this in weeks. I could care, maybe a week or 2, but I could care less. Care less about this. There's nothing here. I'll show you the swag real quick. You can turn the music on and off here. But this is my swag as it stands here. I'll show you on the other screen again in a minute. But upgrades, here we go. See, sextillion, cash upgrades. Oh, buy. Can't buy anymore. Angel upgrades. I don't have enough angels. At least I didn't before. Let me check the investors. Yeah, I got 943 million angel investors. This is where I stand with everything right now, so I'm going to start anew just to show you guys, because like I said, I don't really care too much about this one. I don't think it has anything to do with getting the last achievement. Okay. Let's see, you gotta click, and it goes. Click, and it goes. Managers, here are your managers. Higher. Lo and behold, there it's going. Screw it, go max. 157. Yay! 159. Yay! 40. Woohoo! Upgrades. Upgrade. Screw it, I'll leave the other one. Cash, upgrade, buy. You can tell this was maybe a port because it has touch controls, so click, drag, or use the wheel of the mouse. Whatever need be. So, buy more managers, higher. Good to go. Upgrades. No cash upgrades. Wait, where do I stand? 1.98 million. What the hell? Why not? Yeah. So, I'm at 1.758 million. There you go. Bonus per angel, 2%. So, buy more. Max. Yes, that is the Doctor Who TARDIS. I don't care. That's the TARDIS in my eyes. Yay, oxygen bar. Go with that. Helium-3. Yay, cheese mine. Amusement park. Werewolf. Whatever. Still need 1 trillion for this. There it is. 1 trillion. Giant laser. The frickin' laser. More upgrades. Buy the upgrade. And that's it. That is literally all you really have to do. The game runs by itself, like I said. Every once in a while, just hop in and check and see what's going on, upgrade when necessary. Something else is the currency exchange for moon credits, or currency exchange for megabucks. This has not been explained yet. It's something new that's coming in. I have 48 from my time on Earth. As far as the moon goes, I think I got a couple, but I don't know. I forget at this point. So, managers. Yeah, I got the last two. Got the last two managers. Now I can officially not worry about this. There we go. And unlocks. You see every unlock does something different. Profits moon shoes, profits gravity boots. There's some down here like own 25 of everything, profit speed of all investments double, same to all of them. It's a fun little clickbait waste of time, really. There is a little strategy to it, but the more you get into it, the less strategy you're really gonna have to consider and put into it. For me, it's just a calming little game. Just something to kill some time every once in a while. I don't know, just watching the metaphorical money that I have in the game but don't have in life is just very soothing. It should be the opposite. It should piss me off that I'm not making that much, but at the same time, whatever. It's relaxing to see that at least digitally I can do it. But we'll go back to Earth real quick. Yeah, see, I was elsewhere. 4 minutes, I got that much. Yay. Swag and stats. So this is where I stand right now. Badges. This is the cash on hand, session earnings, lifetime earnings. That's a lot. Total angel investors. I have sacrificed 5 of the 500,000. And here's some stats about the game. AdVenture Capitalist is the world's leading capitalism simulator thanks to capitalists like you. How do you like them apples? It was created by the fine folks at Hippo. Remember, kids, if it doesn't say hippo, it's not a hippo. It might even be a badger. There's no way to tell for sure. So I'm keeping an eye out for future updates, and rest assured, when I actually do get towards the last unlock, I will do a video just for bragging reasons. So that's about it. Now, why I will just let this run so you can stare at it longingly, wishing that you had the money. I'm going to do this so I can just hit once in a while like that. Here's the updates that I was mentioning. Here's what's going on. If you don't know, this channel is actually part of apochs.net, apochs.net. It's my personal review site, I guess. Covers primarily heavy metal. All forms of metal, that's what the site was founded on. Eventually, I kind of drifted towards gaming and movies, and just anything that tickles my fancy, just to kind of give the site a little extra something, so I'm not just constantly hammering the same stuff over and over and get burnt out with it. Recently, the laptop that I was working on bit the dust, and it was about a year ago it started dying. That was because my fiance had, it was dying to begin with, but my fiance had, at that point, accidentally knocked some liquid over onto it, which kind of fried things, and it just slowly started going downhill from there. I was able to use it, but things just kind of were harder and more difficult to use. Things ran slower, it would take forever just to load the computer, and then eventually it just died. The hard drive went, couldn't even turn the computer on. I gave the hell up, and thankfully, I was able to get some cash from various sources and get a new laptop. That's where the recent problems came in. The first laptop I had, the sound card didn't work right. And considering the site is basically music reviews, that's the main foundation, I needed an audio card that worked. So I ordered it from Amazon. I ordered a replacement. The second one showed not too long after. Well, the second one, the hard drive went after 2 days. Now, the first one, the sound card went after 2 days. The hard drive went on the second day for the second one. This is the third one that I'm operating on. I still have yet to send the first one back. I really should do that. Anyhow, this is the third laptop I'm operating on. It's the same one, Toshiba Intel Core i5, 2.8 gigahertz, I think. I don't know the specifics offhand. I forget it. But, this is what I'm operating on. It's strong enough to capture game video, and Let's Plays and things like that are something that I've wanted to do for quite a while. I just haven't had the technology and capability to be able to do it. I recently spent money that I got. I sold my car, basically. My fiance and I, we got another car. Mine was old and sitting there. I was paying for 2 different cars on the insurance, so I sold mine, and I took that money and I built a gaming rig. The only thing is, some of my friends have not been able to come out and help me out, so it's sitting there. I put everything together as best I could. It's the wiring that I can't seem to get. On top of that, there's a few more parts I need. I just can't afford off the top of the day there. So there's that. Once that thing is fully operational, I plan on tackling much better games than what I've been playing right now. I've been playing some fairly basic ones, but I have other ones lined up that I want to do, like Sir, You're Being Hunted. That one I really want to tackle. Smite, I'd like to actually do a video on. There's a couple others off the top of my head I don't know. I forget the name, but there are others lined up, so keep an eye out for that. Now, the other thing right at the moment is I'm planning on going back to college. I'm doing it online, thankfully. I'm going to go finish up my broadcast degree. So money will be a little tight there. Can't guarantee that I'll have something new and fresh as often. I'm going to start up a Patreon eventually. I tried starting it months ago. I just never finished it for some reason. I'm going to do that. The PayPal link on the site is functional, so if you want to donate, I will greatly appreciate any donation. All the money that goes to the PayPal goes directly to the website operation. And since I'm leaving my one host, I was hosting the site on Yahoo Small Business. And at the beginning of this year, they sold to India, some company in India. And since the beginning of this year, the site had plenty of errors and all that fun stuff, as I'm sure a lot of you know. So I recently merged this site over with Physmatics.com. And I'm paying monthly for that, but I still have to pay for the site name. But it's cheaper. He's the web designer and the webmaster for the site and everything as well. So hopefully, I've run into a couple of problems, but they're very brief. Very brief server issues. So I'm not really too worried about that. If I have a problem, I can just hop on Skype. He's usually on throughout the day, and I can just say, hey, problem, fix it. I don't have to worry about calling India and having to deal with them and be told that it's nothing they can do when it is a problem on their end. So there's that. Now, as far as the channel goes, that's what's going on with the site. That's what's going on in my life. This channel, yes, it was largely metal to begin with, and now it seems to be overrun with gaming videos. That's because I just want to try and expand on this a little more. I want to see how well it can go. And I think I'm getting better with every video that I do as far as the gaming footage and the Let's Play. Ooh, the times 1. There we go. Yay! Face on, face off. Profit Pocket Teams times 3. Well, anyhow, I just want to see how well it goes. And given the reaction on some of the videos, I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm getting better. Just got to make sure I have a decent amount of caffeine in me, or a decent night's sleep, so I don't pull another Red Goblin Cursed Forest Obliviousness. If you haven't seen that video, you'll laugh. But I'm having fun doing these, and I'm going to keep doing them. I'm going to try and do full Let's Play long plays as time goes on, so feel free to request. What else? Again, it is kind of being overrun by gaming right now, but I have other plans. I am going to tackle more videos, kind of, not editorial, but I'm going to do various featured pieces. I'm gonna go back to doing reviews, but they're going to be different. They're not going to be me on screen the whole time. And that was just due to technical limitations, health restrictions. It didn't work out. I got it. Trust me, I got it. I got the feedback. That's why I stopped doing it for a while, and then the computer just started biting the dust. So there's that to look forward to. It's going to be a completely different way. It's going to be properly edited. There's not going to be any kind of any issues that were going on before with the videos where they had to be done in one take, and that was it. That's not going to be the case now. I'll take multiple takes. probably just going to be audio over footage of a video or something like that related to the band or to the movie. So reviews will be back on YouTube, but they're probably going to be fairly limited. Plus, I'm going to do various discussions too. Like, I want to talk about the new Deuce Scented, so I might type something up, throw it on the site, but also do a video on it and basically read what I typed for the lazy bastards who don't want to read or don't like to read. It's kind of how I'm looking at it right now. What else? Oh yeah, podcasts. The podcast, the Metal Meltdown podcast, is going to come back eventually. It's going to, hopefully, in maybe a couple more weeks. I just want to get a few more things straightened out. The weather is breaking. It's spring. It's going into summer here. So we don't have to worry too much about bad weather here, because I live in Pennsylvania. It could be pretty rough in the winter. But we are going to get that back together, get it up and running, the Brute and I. I'm going to also venture into maybe a bi-weekly one that's mostly music and talk about new releases that are coming out, stuff like that. So there's that to look forward to as well. There's a lot that I want to get done with the site now that I have more modern, capable equipment, I guess is the word. So there's that to look forward to. I do apologize about the audio quality too. I have a webcam. And here's the thing, this laptop for some odd reason doesn't have a microphone port. So I need to get an actual headset that is both speaker and a microphone to plug into the jack here. Otherwise, I just have to rely, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing a Let's Play, chances are I'm going to rely on the microphone on the laptop, which is not that great, but it's decent enough. When I'm doing any other kind of recording or video, it's going to be from a webcam, and that's what a lot of other videos were. They were the webcam that I was using for them, and as you know, it has a decent audio quality, so there's nothing to really worry about there. But I just wanted to hop on here, talk about this real quick. This is what I've been killing a lot of my time with recently. There's another game I've been working on, Clicker Heroes, but I'll hold off for another update or something like that to show it to you. That's actually where a lot of my time recently has been going. But like I said, thank you very much for checking this out. If you enjoy the videos, please rate, comment, do something to show that my time actually maybe gave you a chuckle or something, that you appreciate what I'm doing. It goes a long way when I get any kind of positive reinforcement. I greatly appreciate it. And like I said, these videos probably won't be monetized because my AdSense account was blocked because some schmuck 2 years ago decided I'm going to spam click constantly on the banners, and that got me blocked, and Google AdSense does not want to hear it. I've been trying for years at this point. Might have been more than 2, I don't even know. But I've been trying for years to get back on the program, and it's basically a lost cause, so that's why these won't be monetized. So that's why I'm saying, hey, feel free to donate through the PayPal link on the site, apox.net, APOCHS. Feel free to go there. Please comment on articles, comment on the videos, like, share, whatever. Always greatly appreciated. And I'll have a Patreon going on. I'm going to look into possible, not advertisers, but, oh god, I forget the term. Teaming up with various companies or various websites to promote products in order to get some additional income for referrals that come directly from me. Whatever the term is, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But that's it. This is AdVenture Capitalist. I think I've gone over everything. I believe I've gone over everything that I can as far as the site and the channel goes. Let's see, here's Buy Gold. I forgot to show this earlier. I don't think anybody really cares at this point. I don't think anybody's even listening beyond that, beyond the discussion of this title. But if you were, hey, thanks for listening to me ramble like a madman. And yeah, that's it. I'm done. Take care.